Hello and welcome to Tianjin, China, the birthplace of the Jian Bing Guozi. Jian Bing literally translates to fried pancake, and it's a traditional Chinese street food similar to the French crepes we all know and love, with its hometown being none other than Tianjin, China, my Chinese hometown. The Chinese crepe is truly something special, and today we are at Non Low Jianbing, right here in the heart of Tianjin, and it is by far one of the most famous Jinbing hawkers in the whole city. What is a Jinbing, you might ask? Well, that's a good question and a serious topic of contention today in the foodie scene, as it has loyalists on both sides, the orthodox and the fusion. Really, it's just a type of bread or wrap generally eaten for breakfast and hailed as one of China's most popular street foods. The main ingredients of a Jianbing are a batter of wheat or grain flour, eggs, and many various sauces that are just as complex and diverse as the people who, like myself, have fallen in love with it. Multiple sauces is not the only stop this bullet train of flavor makes. It can be topped with countless different fillings, such as, let me see if I say this right, the Guo Bier, which is a thin, crispy fried cracker, the Tiao, which is something resembling a fried donut, chopped ham, diced mustard pickles, scallions, coriander, chili, and hoisin sauce, depending on your personal preference. Really, not one single hawker out there will ever make this thing the same way as the next guy. It's then folded several times before being handed off to that very hungry customer. Okay, so where did it come from? Another really good question. Well, there's different angles that everybody takes on it, but what I've come up with is that there was this version that apparently it was an invention of necessity. Legend has it a long time ago, some Chinese army discovered that their woks had been stolen. Well, luckily, there was still plenty of food for the army, and the army chancellor, let me see if I get this one right, Zhuge Liang, decided that the shields that they were using were perfect for cooking on. So, Liang went on to order his men to mix water with wheat flour and spread it out thin across the backs of their shields and put it over the fire. They tossed whatever they had around into that thin and crispy bing. Now, bing, that literally translates to wrap, and thus they fed an entire army. That's just one version. Another story goes that there was this man who was sent off to jail for stealing a mantou, which was just a tiny little steamed bun. And during his imprisonment, he spent his time studying and practicing calligraphy. Daily, his wife would deliver him rice paper so that he could continue to better himself while he was on the inside. Over time, however, he began to complain that the food in the jail was utter garbage. Soon, his wife started bringing him bing, as thin as crepes, so she could slide them underneath the cell doors with the rice paper for him every day. Well, you don't have to be, risking borderline starvation or imprisonment to enjoy this great Chinese treat today, thankfully. And now we are about to take you on the inside and give you a look at the Jian Bing Guozi. All right, let's head on inside and check this out. Come on! Alright, and thanks for having us, Mr. Lee. I'm really excited to see what the Jian Bing Guozi is. Jian Bing Guozi, do I? How? Okay, alright. So, can you tell us a little bit about where you think the Jian Bing came from?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the earliest appearance we know of in Tianjin was outside the Peking Opera House. Over time, it just became a really popular snack for people to have outside the opera house after the opera. And it's my personal belief that due to Tianjin being such a busy port city, that it was easy to carry, and this made it accessible to the people, and it just became popular because of this. There is another story of an old couple who came here from Anhui, Anhui is the place in China where most people consider the people from Tianjin to have originated from. And they came here and started selling it in the street, and this became extremely popular with the locals here in the city.
Excellent! So why do you think that Jianbing is so famous around the world today?
Well, I think it has a lot to do with the Chinese market opening up. Now we have a lot more foreign friends coming here to visit us. And it's something really popular for the foodies when they visit our city. I think people like that a lot. And honestly, Tianjin Jinbing is just really, really good.
Alright, Jianbing has become such a foodie phenom that it's now spreading to western cities such as Seattle, Chicago, San Francisco, and everywhere else. The essential nature of this beast, and as I said, it really is a beast. I mean, look at that. That is just insane. Alright, it begs for improvisation and creativity and totally opens it up to the fast-growing fusion food scenes in these great cities. And from China to the world, here it is. Let's tuck into this badass monster and see what it's all about. Oh man, it's great. Unbelievable. This is absolutely perfect. And man, I gotta tell you, if you don't actually get into this thing, you're missing out on something in life, and you are truly lacking. You've got to tuck into. Oh my God, just give me a minute. This is phenomenal. Absolutely the best street food I've ever had in China, and I want you to come out here and get some. You got my heart on fire. There's got to be more out there somewhere. Maybe I need someone like you. But it's bittersweet, maybe I'm borderline. It's a one-way street, and you got a crowded line. You got me, if you want me. So that was the Jianbing, brought to you by Wanderlust Adventures from right here in Tianjin, China. And thanks for watching. And if you like what we're doing, come on, click like and subscribe. We have more foodie videos on our channel and many more adventures planned. All right, so until then, we will see you on the streets. And remember, a valid opinion can only be had after the second bite. We'll see you soon from Wee Brewery right here in Tianjin, a microbrewery that is sure to impress. Their burgers are great, their beers are plentiful, and they are so good. See you guys soon!